What's up, everybody, man? Welcome to the Growth Talk Podcast. This is your boy, James, and with my co-host,
Nay,
Jamiee.
And we're going to talk about today is consistency, focus, and discipline. And so which one of you guys, if not myself, want to start it off?
I'll be happy to start.
Oh, go ahead, Nay.
Yes, hello, everyone. Welcome. Definitely excited about this podcast. But let me get right into it, y'all, because this is probably going to be one of my favorites. Consistency. My God. Discipline very well. You definitely have to be consistent to even have discipline, because you have to continue to do something repetitive. So even for myself, I know one of the things that I really had a hard time and I struggled with was waking up early. Whew. So I started timing myself like each day. Like I had to be up at least by 5:30. And if I was up before 5:30, I treated myself. So I just continued to build up you got to do this, you got to do this. And it's every day. Yes, you're going to miss days. But on those days where you don't feel like it, do it anyway. Like, because it's going to continue to build up that discipline. And just to have something like a why, like for a push when it comes down to the discipline, especially on your bad days. Because again, you're going to have those.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely true, because my bad days have been in this 2022. I will say that one. So, I mean, what kind of piggyback on what you're saying is kind of like, if you stay disciplined and consistent and focused, you're going to still accomplish everything. And when we first talked, it was kind of like one of those things where I said, stuff is going to hit you. And so stuff has already hit me. And for me to stay disciplined, stuff has already hit my wife, my daughter. I just told them today, my daughter's a little sick and everything like that. But it's been one thing after another this whole year. And so we're only like in day 11. But if you stay consistent, you stay focused, you stay, disciplined, then everything is still going to happen regardless of what happens in your life. And just kind of give you a backstory on that is like freaking first, my battery goes out in my car. It's freaking the next time I get pulled over. The next time my daughter's freaking throwing up. It's just, today we find out one of her uncles died. So it's like everything is happening, but I can't just say, oh, I give up, I quit. You just can't just do that in life. You have to keep going. And so no matter what's going to hit you, because something is going to hit you in this year, but you just gotta freaking stay disciplined enough to actually keep going.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like what you said, like, Nay, with the why, your why helps you keep going. Your why helps you keep that discipline, keeps that focus, because like both of y'all said, you're going to get hit with stuff. It's just inevitable. Like, you can't avoid the challenges. You just have to embrace them and face them head on. And I know for myself, I have my fair share. Like, I'm going through something right now. We had, my uncle passed away as well, my mom's brother, and it's been tough for our family. And it's easy to like, want to just like, man, forget that. I can put that off, you know what I mean? But when things are bigger than yourself, like with the song that we was listening to prior to we got on here, it just, that why just keeps you going. It just, and then when you've built discipline, because like I think it's something that you got to build over time. It's not something that we born with discipline. It's like a skill that God gives us. I mean, we have it, we just have to exercise it. But I think as you build your discipline, your consistency gets easier, because you've been so used to doing something, that now it's just in your routine. You know what I mean? So I think that makes it, even during the tough times, that discipline that you do have, or that you were exercising when things weren't tough, it helps you during those tough times to keep exercising it, to keep going. So that's something that's helped me just, keep going, I guess you can say.
Yes. Ooh, I love it. I love it. So like, what is even some things that you could even say that has helped you even stay focused during the hard times? Like either one of you guys.
Well, for me, it's just one of those things where no matter what, it's kind of like taking a risk in a way. It's like if you keep going, you still can make it further and further than where you are. But if you stay there and just dwell on what's just happened, then it's kind of like you're not moving anywhere. So why would I want to stay in the same spot? You know, you have to be sick of being in the same spot. And what it comes down to is like with consistency and like discipline itself, if you stay consistent, you're going to get somewhere. Eventually, it can take however long, but you're going to get somewhere over and over and over. It's just, well, just bad or the good, you're going to get somewhere. If you stay consistent being on bad on something, you're going to get worse. If you stay good on something, you're going to get better. So it's the same concept, but it's just which side and which path do you want to go down? That's just a choice.
Thanks. One thing that helps me stay focused is just God. I think that's the only thing. Like when you're going through trying times, those things, you need a different type of strength. I know I do, because like it's easy to like, man, I just want to sleep. I want to stay in my bed. I don't want to be bothered with nobody. I don't want to, you know what I mean? But it's like kind of like I was saying before, like when what you've been working on or your why, like y'all said, is bigger than you, then it pushes you. And then when once you tap into who you are and your purpose and calling, that pushes you even when you don't feel like it, that because that's who you are. You're walking in that, you know what I mean? And so God helps me all the time. Like, and I lean on him more in those challenging times. Like to me, he builds the consistency and discipline, because when you tap into him, he gives you energy that's unexplainable. Like, even if you don't have the feel like you have the most energy in that moment, you know what I mean? He's literally right there that you can call on and be like, Lord, I need your strength right now. Like, I need your help right now. I need it to be able to do this, to be able to have the energy to do X, Y, and Z. And he gives it to you, and maybe not even he gives it to us and maybe not in the ways that we expect him to give it to us in, but he always gives it to me. Like, even if it's a little energy, I need that, because especially when you feel depleted, like you ain't got none to give, he gives you something to give. So
yes. Oh yes.
And with that analogy too, like with an analogy with that, it's kind of like, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but it was kind of like to go with that. And which I don't know, whoever's going to watch it, I don't know your beliefs, but my belief is the same thing as like with God. But it can also be like the same scenario where she's coming from, where she asked for strength. And some people don't ask for the strength. And so as soon as they get to the rock bottom of things, as soon as she's like right around the corner, ready to pick you up, you give up. Yeah. And so that can be the same scenario right there. Like I said earlier, it's like you can choose the bad side or you can choose the good side. But if you're consistent on either side, it's still going to come out the same equation.
Mm-hmm. And that's so true. Oh, that is so true. Thank y'all for real for that, because just like we were talking about earlier, the baby steps matter. Like, the baby steps matter. Life is not a race. It's literally a marathon. And once you understand that, you'll the pressure of certain things won't be so hard on you. Like, it won't weigh you down as much once you switch your perspective on a lot of things, especially the discipline, the focus, the consistency. Like, and it just all goes back around to your why. Mm-hmm. Why are you even doing this? Like, man, yeah, I'll talk all day. Like, for real.
Yeah, but it's all true, really.
Yeah.
When you talk about those three components, I mean, it can make or break somebody. So just how bad you really want it as far as like getting through life.
Thanks. And I feel like your surroundings matter. Who you have, your circle matters. Like, James and Nate are part of my circle. Like, you get what I mean? So if I'm down, I got people that can lift me up. I got people that can give me substance. Because when you going through it, you need substance. I don't need nothing surface level. I need some meat. You know what I mean? And I'm so grateful and thankful that I have people like y'all in my life, because I think that's another key component of it all is having those relationships and connections of grown environments that are growing environments, you know, that we have. And it's just a blessing.
Yes, and vice versa, like for real. Like y'all are amazing. And woo, y'all already know if it was for y'all, for real, I appreciate it. Like, do y'all have anything else that y'all want to touch base on about consistency, discipline, focus, anything that'll be able to add value?
Well, I say we can give the people some takeaway, like a takeaway to take with them. Like, look, for me, it would be, you know, I would say the last part I said, like, get you some surroundings, get around people that can help you with that, because not all the time you're going to have it. You know what I mean? But when you got those people that can lift you up and get that's going to help you. So that's I feel like, you know, a takeaway you can take with yourself, you know, to help you stay disciplined, consistent, and focused.
Yes,
I would say, go ahead.
No, James, go ahead.
I would say make it a your job, I guess you can say. I would say make it your job to find things you can be patient with. Like go out and search for things you can be patient with, because, you know, just those three things is going to take. The primary thing is patience, because you can't just have it the next day. Right. So I would just find things that you can be patient with, whether if it's, you know, if you have kids, be patient. If you have a spouse, be patient. You know, just things you can be patient, to work on patience, to work on yourself with patience, because you won't truly know yourself until you're pushed.
Seriously. That one for sure.
So yeah, just find that.
Yes,
like,
seriously.
who's that person?
You heard me. Seriously, man, I would say definitely understanding your why. Like, and make that a forefront, like write it on your mirror, write it on a piece of paper, write it somewhere where you can see your reason why every day, or put it in your phone on your alarm clock. Like 5:30 comes around and you like, oh no, instead of seeing snooze real big, write your reasons why real big and go into depth. Just don't say my kids. Well, why your kids? Well, I want to set up an amazing future for them. I want to make for sure that they have a savings account. I want to make for sure that they have a solid foundation. Like, why? You know, just not your kids, but make it like deep so you can feel that why every morning. Like, this is, man, you say I got to have a foundation for my children. If I don't get up, they're not going to have that. Let me get up. You know, so I would even say that is big, because it's been helping me, because I just be wondering. You said just 5 more minutes. But yes, like, oh my gosh, we thank y'all really so much for tuning in with the Growth Talk. And we pray that this has definitely added some value to someone, just one person. We're just trying to touch one. That's it, just one at a time. And if you're wanting to find us, you can definitely find us on
our YouTube link. We'll have it posted in the comment section on the post. So you'll see the link. For now, that's where it's at on YouTube. And then we'll get it on all other platforms as well.
Yes. Thank you guys. And again, my name is Nay.
Jamiee.
My name's James. And James.
Lindsay.
Peace.
This Growth Talk. Ta-da.